we'll go from there. So, all right, I think yep, we're golden. All right, so hey, welcome in everybody. Stephen from One of One Interviews. I got something a little different here. Something I've been very excited for. I ignored it for I don't know, my whole life. And just recently, I got back into it or into it, you will say, and just so happens that I came across my man Jared Becker here, founder or one of the founders. Actually, we'll get into that. I don't know if you were or just part of the PokéDojo, which is an insane room on Facebook that just popped up and it is blowing up. So it's kind of sweet because as I'm learning, there's a bunch of dudes I already know in there, and it's just some quality lines and things happening in there. So welcome in, Jared. Thanks for doing this, dude. I appreciate it. But for people who don't know you at all or don't know much about your room or Pokemon at all, introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about your background and how you got in the hobby and all that.
All right. Well, I'm Jared Becker. Started the PokéDojo back in October or so with a couple buddies of mine. Basically got into the hobby through one of my best friends. I think you've seen his name, Adam Zachary. He's out there a lot. He big card guy, just was one of my good friends, and our sons are good friends. And my son just kept going over there to hang out and coming home with different cards and wanting bigger, nicer, cooler things. And next thing you know, I'm like, oh well, got to figure out a way to support this kid. He's having a hell of a good time with it, and I wanted to keep it going. So I was sitting at Adam's house one day and just like fumbling through his cards and just grabbed a stack of cool looking stuff and was like, "You should just give me this." And he was like, "All right, cool, take it." And then next thing you know, I'm out there with a stack of like $2,000 in cards and no clue what the hell I'm doing. It was actually pretty wild, and he walked me through the whole thing, taught me everything that you needed to know, and kind of introduced me to some people. And fast forward, and here we are.
Well, first of all, where do I find friends like that that'll just hand me a stack of cards? Because I've got some good friends that are into cards, but the last thing they're gonna do is give me anything. Those guys are a bunch of tightwads, dude. Um, nah, I'm just kidding, dude. That's pretty awesome. So
Yeah, it was wild.
so that was your entry point into that. Nothing before, no football, no
I mean, like,
baseball.
so I grew up with cards, like I grew up collecting baseball cards as a kid. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. And so, like literally the only thing I still have from my childhood is my Frank Thomas rookie auto.
Big hurt.
Um, so exactly, Big Hurt.
Hmm.
That was my man. So like I had cards. I just, mom sold them all at a yard sale, and you told her one's $10 and the whole binder is gone, and she gives you a $10 bill, and then you're like, all right, screw it, done with cards, I guess.
Right. I get it, man. I get it. So Pokemon's new then, and that was just sparked from your son.
That was entirely my son. So I grew up, I was like just too old to really be into it. Like my friends' little brothers were all into it and all that.
Yeah.
But my son was really, really into it. I mean, he was watching the shows before we got into the cards, and it was one of those things where you could either, just look at him and go, I don't understand this and I'm gonna push back on it, or you could just fucking lean into it and
Yeah.
make some memories with your kids. So here we are. And it
Yeah.
turns out like it's hella fun. So
What
it
is
worked out
what
well.
I get it because like I think we're probably close to the same age. I was a little too old for it, but like good grief, everybody after me,
Oh my
with the
god.
exception
Yeah.
of my son though, all his buddies, but he never he got into football cards and basketball and just stayed with that. But what is it about the Pokemon card, like the card itself, that attracts you to it?
I one, it's the artwork is just wicked cool on some of these. And it's funny because like I was never one who appreciated art. My parents always had like fancy shit on their walls, and I thought it was a waste of money. And now here I am with a wall full of fucking Pokemon cards just because I
That's
think they look cool. So I think it's really just that. And honestly, they're fun. I like that you don't have the volatility that comes with sports. You don't have any of the nonsense. Like you're not going to find out your favorite player was beating his wife randomly or something like that.
right,
Worst thing, Charizard burns down a town. Like it's expected. It's cool. It's fine. We move on.
right. I get it. I hear that a lot, and this was 2 weekends ago. I'm at a card show. I live in an area where we have a lot of them. I'm super
Mhm.
fortunate in Northeast Ohio. We've got some good stuff. A lot of guys, the room I'm in, the collective, there's a handful of them that live within 3 miles of me, and it's crazy because I didn't even know that before I joined the room, then became a mod, and
That's
became an
cool.
admin. So yeah, super super hobby wealthy area, if you will. But one thing I heard that I've heard before, but it just kind of made me laugh was Pikachu's never going to tear an ACL. And
Nope.
it's like, damn, and Bo Nix just broke his foot. It's just like, geez, man. So being in the Pokemon space, um, do you still dabble at all in sports cards?
So I've got my PC of some sports cards. I'm a big Ravens fan, so I've got a pretty filthy Lamar collection right now.
Mm,
I got some King Henry and some Ray and Ed Reed and stuff like that, but I don't buy and sell them as much.
right.
It really like I was doing it a lot and I was kind of doing both for a long time. It started off mainly sports, and then as my son, you know, got more and more into it, it became more focused. But what I found was I like Pokemon more. Like it's more fun. The people I think are just more fun. Like I think in general, like you don't get the same like hard-headed asshole kind of feeling that you can get with some sports guys. Like no,
Right on.
you're not dealing with jocks and guys that are really full of themselves in the most part, and you know, like it just the people are better is really what it is. And honestly, like there's nothing like if I come home with $1,000 Ravens card, like my kid will be pumped and all that. But like if I come home with a Joe Burrow, he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
Meanwhile, if I come home with a badass Pikachu, it could be $20, and he's like, "Dad, that is the coolest thing in the world." And I mean, I got into this for him, so it's like, why not? Like, if I'm going to stunt, why not do it for him? Like,
Sure. Yeah, no, that makes total sense, and I think there is something to it. I guess because it's a new novelty to me, everything's cool. So like,
yeah, for sure.
navigating like before we started, I was just kind of cruising different rooms and stuff on Facebook, and like it. I mean, there's still a similar vibe of card lines and that culture,
Oh, for sure.
but it's definitely a different subsection of people, if you will. I definitely see a different vibe and like
Oh, it's
just
way more laid back.
yeah,
Uh,
the interaction's different and it's interesting. I just posted a reel, I don't know, a few hours ago, and it was about flashes and
I
do
saw
people
that
flash?
actually.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I get a lot of guys don't wanna they don't always want to comment and be in public, but they have very strong opinions, and I get it. Like, I don't blame them. But like, it's God, man, it feels so negative, and it's so cool that like like I'm just flipping through the PokéDojo, and it's like just a complete 180, and I like it. It feels nice, and I'm probably like the little kid. I went to Walmart the other day and whatever those little $5 booster pack, I don't know what the hell they're
Yep.
called, the
Yeah, it's
little
a booster
hanger
pack.
joints. Yeah. They had a few of them. I grabbed a couple. I didn't grab them all because I know some kids are going to be in there.
Yep.
But and I opened them up. I was all excited and fucking dude, all these art cards, they're just so sweet. I was like, dude, I don't care what. I didn't even look them up. I don't give a shit what they're worth. I got
Yep.
a whole Poke binder now, dude. It's dope.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I'm into it. Yeah. So I guess so. So he gives you a stack of cards. Where did you feel like, all right, this
Oh,
could be a thing?
I panicked for like 2 weeks straight. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I watched the price of a Jason Tatum. Oh man, it was dirty. I had a fast break Jason Tatum rookie auto. Fucking dirty. The fact that he let me walk out of his house with that in
Yeah.
in New England is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Um, but I remember it was doing like 1,400 or something insane, and then I saw a comp for like 11 or 12, and I like immediately panicked. I was
Hmm.
like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. And like, I, maybe a week later, he was at a show. I brought it up, left it at his table for a minute, walked around with my son, come back, and he's just like, "So you want to see the deal I just made for you?" And I'm like, "So you gave me the cards and then you sold them for me?" I'm like, all right, if it's really that easy, maybe I can do something with this.
Well, so with that, that experience, did you feel like you could have made the same sale, or did you feel
Not a
like
shot in hell. Not a shot
so
in hell. Not at that
so
time. Now I
right,
could.
right. So,
I
just an experience to it.
It was experience. It was what just lack of knowledge. I mean, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Like I couldn't have
Mm.
told you it was a fast break, even though it said it right there on the slab.
Right,
It meant nothing to me. But you learn a little bit. You get more comfortable. You get more comfortable talking to people. I mean, think about like I'm a CPA. I'm an accountant. I sit behind a desk and I stare at spreadsheets all day. Like selling was not something that was ever really on my mind.
right.
Like it was, I did it when I was younger and it was good and I was good at it, and then I just left it behind and became a hermit.
Dude, you are the second person in 2 days that's a CPA. You numbers guys have such a different outlook. That's crazy,
Oh
like
my
how you
god,
do it.
yeah,
Just
yeah. I
d
approach everything from a mathematical standpoint.
well,
It's
I was gonna
ridiculous.
say, do you live your life by the spreadsheet?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool though. I wish I need to be more like that because then, my shit wouldn't be so, all over the place, but, you
I'm
know.
convinced it's the like single greatest computer program ever created, but maybe that's just me being an accountant nerd. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, and knowing how to use it.
Yeah, true.
So so, uh, so when did you really start participating, like, in groups on Facebook? Like, how'd that come about?
So Adam runs a group, or at least is part of who runs a group of actually a bunch of my now friends in the area called Cardboard Association. It's all like local New England people. I'd say 90% at least. And it used to be a real Raz heavy room. It no longer really is outside of New England players and stuff like that. But it's like a good community room. You find out about all
Yeah,
the local shows and stuff like that. I mean, you said you're in a card show heavy area, and Jesus Christ, Boston, it's every weekend.
for
You know,
sure.
there's at least one or two every single weekend.
Yeah.
My first real introduction to cards was really that room, and it was like him showing me how to res. I remember like my first big win was an Anthony Edwards silver rookie, back right before the playoffs too. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's how they get you, man. You win
Uh huh.
something, and you're hooked, and
Uh
then now
huh.
you're
And
chasing the dragon. It's like a crackhead, dude. It's wild, man.
I've always been a true degenerate at heart. I mean, from college on, and it was like I took a little break, and then COVID hit, and got right back into it because I had nothing better to do, and this just took it to another level.
Dude, I get it, man. So, the Cardboard Association, you mentioned it's a good community room.
Yeah, lots of like
So,
good local friends.
yeah, so when you say a good community room, like what about that environment makes it good to you? Like what kind of things are you talking about?
Oh, it's people talking about, like the most recent post somebody posted, is Drake May already where Drew Bledsoe was? Is he already better? And just like stuff like that. Or people, we go to shows, we all go to the same shows, and then everyone comes home and posts their favorite pickups from the day.
Right.
And everyone's, just commented, making trades, talking about going to trade night and stuff like that. So it's like everyone really knows each other and is friends at this point.
I dig it. So, do you notice a difference between like a room like that and like a straight business room, or like is there something, can you so walking into a room or just cruising into a room, like is it something you can tell off the rip?
Yeah, there are some rooms that I play in that are very community based. Like even some of the bigger ones. Like I'll give them a shout out. Tastic. It's like when you go in there, it's huge, but
Yeah.
like the people all know each other, and
Yeah.
while it's very business based, there's no doubt about that. Like they also kind of have a community vibe to it. Whereas there's other rooms that I play in, and you go and there's no like nobody's like ripping on each other with their names, playing with messing with their friends and stuff like that. And it's straight
Yeah.
games, and like that's fine. Like it
Yeah.
for what it is, it's perfectly fine. But you can tell pretty quickly just based on a few runs and people's reactions to who wins and stuff like that. When you see
Oh
the
yeah.
comments about how the runner sits to pee or whatever,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love I made this little sticker a couple years ago. The original one, it was "fuck these runners," and it had my little TV icon. Damn, man. Yes, sir. That was
I
the
don't know if
original.
you sent this to me when I got something off of you or if somebody else did, but it sits on my desk right here all the time. I think it's
Dude,
great.
that's awesome. I've sent, well, that's what I was gonna say. I've sent like hundreds out to people. I always put them in, or different variants of it.
But I
And when
think this one came from someone else.
it could have been, dude, it could have came, like truly, it that makes me so happy, dude. I mean,
I was hoping that was where you were heading. Like I was reaching for it as you started to walk towards that.
I'm so arrogant to think that it was somebody else, but like I'm
But I
praying that it was.
genuinely am pretty sure it was because I remember having the conversation. They were like, "Yeah, somebody had sent me this, and I thought it was really cool, but like I know you'd like this," and I was like, "I fucking love it."
Dude, well, so and that's what I was gonna say. Like, so when I see those pictures or like the digital image or that sticker, and when I was running one of one breaks, and then over in the collective, like dudes, like I have variants where you could tell it's a collective version of that.
Uh-huh.
And to see it in another room and them dudes loving it and people just talking shit about I mean, we just give runners a whole bunch of shit. We all know it's random. Like,
Of
sorry,
course,
dude, you're gonna get hammered for your $5. Deal with it. Like, don't run if not. And you should have a good sense of humor. But
got
like to
to.
see that shit, and those are the kind of rooms that I love where like people are cool with that kind of shit. Like we run a flat. Like if I'm
Gotta have fun, man. Like
yeah,
that's we're doing this for fun. We're not doing it
yes,
like at least I am. I mean, I'm not doing this shit for a business. Like I'm doing this.
no,
It's fun. It helps, fuel our PCs, mine and my sons, and we're just
totally.
that's what it's all about. It's what
I know,
life's
man. I'm big on that. Like just the amount of I actually have turned this into a thing with conversations, but what sparked it was like just talking to cats. Like
about.
everybody's interesting. Like literally everybody's interesting. You just gotta listen.
Yeah,
So all right, but enough of my bullshit stickers. So let's get back to this.
part better not get cut.
No, no, dude. No, that's the first reel that's coming out is like, dude, my stickers are everywhere. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Um, so all right, so you're playing, you're learning it. Let's fast forward a little bit, and I want to get into the PokéDojo. So like, so
Oh, cool.
tell me about the process of that, how that all came about.
Oh, so I was getting pretty big in another Pokemon room. I'm not gonna mention their name. I've got some good friends over there still. There were some people, I was running a lot of games. I was starting to get known, and there were some people that were just doing things that I didn't like. I had some friends that were admins over there, and I could see that they weren't thrilled with the process and how things were playing out. And one of my really close friends, he was just bitching to me one day, and I was like, dude, fuck this. Like, let's just let's you and I go do something big together. Like, let's go have some fun. And he was like, fuck it, let's go. And it was literally just bred from that. We just then he grabbed his favorite people, I grabbed my favorite people, and we all just kind of joined forces.
And so it sounds simple enough, and we watch people do this all the time. But as somebody who also has at least attempted to build from the ground up, there's a lot that goes into the infrastructure. So like as you're sitting there with your team of architects, like, all right, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? How did that process go? Like, did you just say, this is what I'm going to do and we'll roll with that? Or like,
Well, I,
how,
I told him, I was like, why don't you grab a few people? I'll grab a few people. And like, whenever either of us has time, we'll just kind of start writing shit up. And it was maybe week or two later when I was talking to a buddy who runs Pokemon Nation, Mikey Gomez. I don't know if you've seen the name. Super nice dude.
oh, yeah,
Really just a genuinely good dude. And he basically was like, look, if you need tips, advice, anything like that, like we're here. He was like, if you want to copy our documents and make them your own, like feel free. Like it's fine. Like,
that's awesome.
oh, he's been instrumental. He also, got me invited into, like on sports, there's a sports card, scammer tracker or
Oh, yeah,
scam group. There's not something like that really for Pokey, but what there is a group chat of with basically like one admin from each of the major groups. And like we were like a week old and like he's getting me into that group. Like
that's
things that
huge.
probably shouldn't happen just because you make good relationships and people take care of you.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
so it was really like I'm not going to say we ripped off their documents or anything like that, but like I started typing up my own and I had his on the other screen. And it was
Yeah,
just like, all right, what kind of stuff am I not thinking of? What do I need? And I just, it was super helpful. And whether I would have done that without him asking, or, I don't know if I would have gone to his group or looked at another group, but like I knew we needed documents. I just didn't know where to start. And that
sure.
it was super helpful. So
Yeah,
we did
they're
that. Sorry, I was gonna say, and then I just kind of like sent it to my buddy and our other friends. I mean, I guess I can drop names here, right? Yeah,
yeah,
whatever.
totally.
I sent it to Eckroot, Chris Eckroot, who you've probably seen his name, fucking beast of a human being.
Think
Just
I've seen it before.
just the single nicest person you're gonna find in the card business. And so like I sent everything to him. He kind of reviewed it, sent it to his buddies, and then he put the group chat together and was like, "Hey guys, like let's all do something." And I had already kind of just been putzing around and like created the group and a name and the icon, just kind of bored one day with my son. And he was like throwing out random ideas like, well, what if you put like Charizard and Pikachu and whoever else like out in outer space? And so like we had an outer space theme at one point. And like this was just kind of what settled on. And I sent it to them and they were like, yeah, it's cool. Let's roll with it.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I got this beast team of admins that he helped me put together. I mean, just guys that go out of their way to help others.
Would you say obviously the answer is yes. So let's just say this. A good admin or mod is worth their weight in gold. I mean,
God, yes. eh, there's a lot of shit that they could do wrong, but luckily I'm saying like just like there's a the reason you say that is because they approve stuff that they shouldn't, or they
sure.
allow a new person in and he ends up being a scam or something like that. Absolutely, the team is the most important part of it. I mean, I couldn't do any of this crap
Yeah.
without them. That's for damn sure. They
And I
do.
get it, man.
Yep.
I get it.
And
It's
that's
a group effort.
and not just like with approvals and stuff like that. I mean, that's obviously time consuming, but dealing with all the people.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. Anybody who's not an admin or a mod anywhere has probably never experienced it. I mean, your phone is non fucking stop blowing up.
Yeah. Yeah, ask my
And
wife.
there are times where I'm just like I can't right now. Like, can somebody just reach out to this guy who literally just texted me? Like, I'm done with people today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone on the team, anytime anyone asks for anything, somebody jumps in right away and helps out. And you couldn't
So
do
that
that. You also need the people to talk to, like to talk things through, like with
yes.
ideas. Like we just went through the discussion about flashes. Do we want them? Do we not want them? And there were heated opinions on both sides, and this was the first time where we didn't all agree. So we put up a poll for the group, and we're just like, what does everybody want from us? Because like our whole focus is what do people actually want? What's good for
Right.
everyone in this group, not for us. And so we the one time we couldn't agree, we put it to that. But at least like it gave us ideas, it gave us a foundation of what to ask, like what are our options, like what makes sense, and what are we willing or not willing to do at all.
For sure. And I mean, uh, the members drive everything. I mean, the room doesn't succeed without active members who want to
Of
be
course.
there and you guys catering to them. So, I mean, that's not. I mean, you're not going to put everything to a member vote, obviously, but something huge like that. So, what they say?
They said they want them, and they want them to have no cap, because we were talking about caps for because we just w I know it sounds wild,
Yeah, go on,
well,
please. I want to know more.
but somebody brought up the idea of flashes don't always have the greatest outlook from others.
Sure.
People view it as greedy. People view it as somebody getting way too much for something else, and I can make the arguments against it. And I mean, I was team no cap. I would argue that those same people that are the ones getting double, triple for their card are the people that are going to immediately funnel it back into everyone else.
Typically,
But they're the reason that they get that kind of support is because they throw it around. However, it was like I said, there were heated opinions on it. We wanted to be fair. There were people that thought, double is more than enough. And then, we put it up to a group vote. Do you guys want a cap? Do you want no flashes at all? Do you want 150%? Do you want, 200%? Whatever the case may be. And it was an overwhelming majority that said no cap.
right?
And I think the thought is like, if you're into flashes, awesome. And if not, then you don't participate in them. And that's
Sure,
fine.
sure. Yeah, that. I mean, it's pretty simple. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. It's
Exactly. But we want to keep, I think we've quickly built a reputation for being a group of the people. And we just don't want to jeopardize that in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, it's a wonderful way to build our scammer fund, which you got to have just for whenever anything goes wrong. Somebody's just straight buying and selling. Like we want to be able to take care of the members if they get screwed out by somebody. And we also obviously want to make sure that doesn't happen. But,
yeah.
it was a a nice conversation, we'll say.
Dude, I get it. When I started my group, I had some admins that were I had a couple that were with me years ago in a probably the biggest, most successful still repack room in in the history of Facebook. One of them, I mean, definitely. Three of us were admins in there. No longer anymore. But so I grabbed a couple of them. I had a few guys that were over here, over there, blah blah blah. And as we started rolling, we're like, hey, we're gonna need that scammer fund. And thank God we did because I got hit for a downtown that it just I paid it out of pocket right away. I didn't want to use the scammer fund. I'll tell you what happened. I used to run repacks and I switched the boxes. I accidentally mailed them to the wrong guys. So there was one that was like, I don't know, like
Yep.
125. I didn't insure that. But the one that was like 600, I insured it. But it doesn't matter because they were in the wrong
Right
boxes.
person. Yep.
So the insured one made it on paper, but the other one didn't. That one got. So I'm like, that's on me. So I
Yep.
paid. I paid the guy for the value of the line right away. And the admins took a vote and decided to reimburse me against my wishes. I didn't want them to. It was my fault. They fucking stole it, dude. I'm so mad about it. But anyways, thank God
I
we had it because I needed it. That
We've
would
all been
hurt.
there. We've
Yeah,
all
that would
been
have
there,
hurt.
man.
So how do you guys handle so our system is the standard system. We run a vouch system or a vetted system.
Yep.
Um, you guys do the same thing?
Yeah, that's it for 90% of it.
Right
If
on.
we don't know you, then
Right.
we'll hold for until delivery is confirmed on your first one or whatever.
For sure. I like that. Was that the plan what you guys are gonna do with flashes? Like what's the structure gonna be? So how we do it, all admins and mods get one personal a month, and then all the other ones are gonna get now obviously we run,
I was gonna
you
say you
know,
guys run a bunch more than we do, though.
yeah, we run, we're a flash room.
Yep.
But it goes then off of support and engagement. I don't like using support as dollars. So we say supporting and engagement because our room as big as it is a community room. I mean,
Yep.
there's folks that don't partake, but like there's you gotta be involved and you
Of
gotta be
course.
involved in a bunch of different ways. So that's kind of how we do it. Like, how do you guys plan on rolling from the start?
So assuming we have a line of on both sides, we'll alternate admins, mods, and then members.
You know?
Um, Beyond that, we're only running them once a week.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
I
good.
don't
Yeah.
really see it changing from that. So it's going to be for the bigger supporters and more active members, I think is probably the right way to word it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the way I get it. I told you the other day when we talked, dude, if tag me, message me, because like you, I'm sure, like, dude, I will end this and there'll be 500 new notifications.
100%. Yep. It's
Um,
wild what our phones do
text,
these days.
dude, text me, please, because I want to jump in one of the because dude, I'm hooked, man. Like, and then especially if there's like some One Piece, because that's shit I really like. I'm an art guy. So I don't know if you
Oh,
noticed.
and their art is dope. I
Yeah,
don't know enough about it, but it is really cool looking stuff.
well, and
And I hear the show's awesome also. I've been meaning to get into it. My buddy Scott Edwards is like super into it.
it's cool.
And he's been telling me for a while, like, I need to watch it. I'm like, I know I do. Like, I don't want to learn another language, as I call it, because like learning Pokemon felt like
Yeah,
picking up
well,
a whole nother language.
and like we said, dude, we talked, man. I'm like, I'm so burnt out on football. I'm excited to learn these two languages at once, which is making it hard. And
I'll bet.
if I don't have these on, like, cause like, so Pokemon's a trip, right? I'm looking in the bottom left corner to see, is there a circle with a outline? Is it a star? I can't see shit. So like, I'm over here like, I don't know. So I don't even care though. I'm just
You know a
literally
mango
like,
when you see one.
yeah, well, yeah, when I see one. When I see one. I didn't see one yet. I haven't opened enough, I've gone after a lot of auctions. I haven't won. I'm still nervous on that though too because like I don't know the culture, So like I still
Uh-huh.
don't fully know what drives something to be sought after. Besides obviously vintage,
Of
older
course.
stuff, I get that. But like something new, like something out of like so I got some pre-orders from Target. I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. I have no clue. I don't care though. I'm just into it. It's just fun.
Oh, I remember the first time I hit a banger in Pokemon and my son went bonkers and I was like, "What's going on?"
Right.
Like, I had
What
no idea. I hit the
how did he
150.
know?
Oh, dude, he was like at the time he was like 6 years old, 7 years old, and just obsessed with this stuff. And he was just starting to learn about YouTube at that time, and so like he loves watching people rip packs. Like, oh my god, convincing my son that ripping is a bad idea is impossible. But so he lost his mind. I pulled in one night, and this is absurd. It was the first two boxes I ever bought. I bought a box, a booster bundle of 151 and a booster bundle of Paldean Fates, and I hit the chase in both in one night. And
Shit.
my son was losing his fucking mind. At the time, they were like doing $100 a pop, so it wasn't like they are now, you know. But I had no idea. And then I really wish I'd kept one of those two at least, just to. I mean, I have both cards at this point, like other copies of it, but like I wish I'd kept one or two of those. Like
For
that would have been
sure.
cool.
Oh man. So how do you when you rip, do you grade it?
I have only submitted one card that we have ripped. We don't rip much. I think
Fair.
it's. I tell my son all the time, I'd rather buy you what you want,
Yeah.
like all the time.
It's
With
gonna be
that said,
cheaper.
I got him for his birthday. I got him the advent calendar from Pokemon this year.
Oh yeah.
And in true DGen fashion, the very next day, he convinced me that we didn't have to wait until December to rip his advent calendar.
Yep.
Little did he know that I had actually bought three of them at once, for him and his two best friends.
That's
But
cool.
the best friends' dads were like, "Nah, they're not that into it. Just rip it yourself." So,
No way.
so I ended up having two more like hiding in the attic. So he didn't know that, but he was like, "Dad, we gotta rip this," and I was like, "Screw it." And he ended up pulling Team Rocket's Moltres from Destined Rivals, and it was like perfectly centered, looked super clean. I actually just sent it out a couple days ago. I'd been holding it for a while and just hadn't made a submission for whatever reason yet. So we just submitted the first card that we're pulling and submitting ourselves.
Nice. Good for you.
Very excited for him, and I really hope he tens it.
It I do too. The first one or the first card that we submitted ever to PSA was one my son got and it jammed. And so it was like, dude, it was the coolest thing in the world.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, he's only
th-
submitted one card before, and fun story. We submitted through Eckroot, and it was the Shiny Fates. I'm sorry, not Shining Fates. God, is it Shining Fates? I'm mixing. Hold on, give me 1 second.
no worries.
Yeah, it is Shining Fates. Okay, I wasn't mixing it up. The Shining Fates Charizard. He had like traded a bunch of like $1 cards at a show that we were vending at because he always comes with me when I vend, and sets up his own little case there. And he traded like
Sweet.
a bunch of $1 cards for this $100 Zard, and it was like perfectly minty. We sent it to Eckert to grade, and I had sent out a bunch of stuff, and he forgot to include that one in his submission. And you know how PSA is, like they're slow. And I didn't have the heart to tell my son that. And I managed
Oh,
to win one at the same time. So I just kind of snuck it aside and hid it in my drawer until our submission came back, thinking like I'll give him this one, tell him it was his, and then hopefully his dimes and I get it back. And
yeah, no
luckily his
doubt.
dimes and I got it back. And then
Nice.
he still doesn't know it, but I actually switched the two so that like the original
He's
one that he has is in his case still.
That's cool.
He just
So
had no clue.
when he sets up his little shop, man, do people come over and get stuff from him?
Oh, dude, it's insane. He sells everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say, if there's a kid that's working, I'm
Oh, I'll buy
spending
anything from him.
all day. I
I
don't give a
can't tell you how
shit.
many WWE cards I've bought, and I don't know shit about WWE.
You got to hit up my boy Dutton, man. He's getting into WWE. It's crazy. I'm gonna build him I'm getting him a custom belt.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
dude, they have sick ass ones. Like I don't know. This hobby is, dude. If you're a degenerate, which sounds like you are,
Oh
and you
god.
have any sort of interest in anything, you're fucked because
Uh-huh.
everything, you know.
Well, the worst part is now I'm finding myself interested in shit that I never in a
Yeah.
million fucking years would have been interested in.
Yep. Yeah.
Like
It's terrible.
I don't like baseball, and I don't collect precious metals, but I won this, and I refuse to get rid of it ever. It's the coolest thing ever. It's like a
That's
little
dope.
Shohei silver coin,
Yeah.
and like just stupid shit like that. That like,
I love shit
how
like
am I
that.
gonna do it? I mean, to be fair, it's fucking doubled in the 2 months since I've had it, but
Yeah, silver's up, man. I just literally watched Football Rooms just
Turn it
completely
over.
morph into silver rooms, dude. Like, what
Uh-huh.
the fuck?
Well,
But
it's
I don't.
kinda like they're morphing into poke rooms half the time too now. It's like it's crazy.
So that's interesting you say that. I think me. I'm one of them that are getting into it. A lot of guys I know. I just got an invite to another room yesterday from some football guys that I know that they're movers and shakers and they flash. And I don't know that maybe they've been Pokemon. I have no idea like what they do all the time. I just see them with football,
No.
and I'm like, fuck, man, it's starting, But like, I can't go to a card show where it's not at
It's
least
half
half
Pokemon.
Pokemon, dude.
Uh-huh.
Easily,
Oh, we're
easily.
actually getting complaints at our normal show now about, like, they wanna limit the Pokemon.
Dude, I see the same thing. I see the same thing all the time. But nah, the market's gonna drive, dude. You know?
Like, people are gonna buy what the people want, and they're gonna
Yeah.
try to sell what the people want, like, is what it is.
And when you start saying things like, "Oh, we need to limit this," that's when dudes like me are like, "Oh, we need to limit what? Let me go check that out." I
Uh-huh.
can't I can't help it. So, um, PokéDojo. How long you guys been open now?
I wanna say it was October.
So
If you go look at, like, the group history, I'd started it, like, a month before just while drunk one night, and so it wasn't actually active for the first month or so. But, yeah, I wanna say it was
dude,
October when we actually, like, invited people.
so since the room, like, since it's been the room's grown really quick since
Yeah,
it's open,
wow.
and what do you think's the big driver to that?
I think the people, the admin team, one, it's all really just genuinely good people. Like the thing that made me really want to start this, like I said earlier, was just people not treating each other well, not doing things the right way. So like we got, in my opinion, the most ethical group of admins you're ever going to come across. But more importantly, just nice, fun people that engage others and have friends in the community. So like, we all started it up and we just start bringing our friends in. That's really what it is still at this point. I mean, I want to say 870 or so deep last I saw this morning. Um, but
Pretty good.
I feel like I know almost everybody that's in there still. Like, I mean, there's definitely names that I don't know yet,
Sure.
but I've spoken to, I'll bet you at least 50% of that room. And the rest of the admin team, has at least spoken to pretty much everyone in there already. So I
For
think it's
sure.
people for the most part. I mean, Eck, like, if you know Eckroot, you will follow him wherever the hell he goes. And I told him that almost as soon as I met him. Like, he's love, he's fucking awesome dude. Like, you gotta love him. And he's one of those people who teaches everyone about the stuff that he knows. Like, I didn't know much about Pokemon other than from him and my son. Like, those were the two people that really taught me the most, as wild as that is to say.
That's cool.
Oh, we'd be at a card show, and I'd just look at cards. If I thought they were cool, I'd ask my son, and if he said they were cool, I'd buy them. And he was never fucking wrong. But then, like, when I wanted to understand what made them cool or
Yeah.
why they were sought after, that's where Eckert taught me everything. And, like, what to hold, when to hold, what to move,
Yeah.
how to, honestly, how to not be greedy. Just to just keep things at a fair rate for everybody, and everyone's happy, and things move well. People like you. People, you don't tag, you don't do any of the crap that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I think people follow him is a lot of it, and then we also made sure to bring in people from different angles. So we have sports guys on the admin team and pokey guys on the admin team. Because I think the two worlds are wildly different in how they approach it, and I think there's really good things to take from both areas.
For
Um,
sure.
so we've got a couple guys but I'd say most of their background is sports. You got Adams on the team. David Valchansky's on the team. I think he's mostly started off in sports also, if I'm not mistaken. But then you've got like the OG pokey heads like Eckroot and Michael Villalta, Scott Earl.
Yeah.
And
No, I think that's smart, man. I hope, and it's gonna be about impossible. I mean, ask Glenn, dude. Like, he started with a couple other guys. He started the collective, and I mean, there's no way he can talk to as many people as he used to. It's impossible because the room's just gotten so big.
uh,
But we still, when they made me a mod at first, like the reason they told me was because I'm positive and social butterfly, and like when I
Yeah,
run lines, they're not at 200%, shit like we have rules for that, but like I
of
don't
course.
do that. Like I've always been taught, and it doesn't always work, but I want to buy really, really, really good. I want
Yes,
to make, I want to make regulars that I buy from, so I don't gotta seek. They come to me, I buy really good, and I can pass that shit along, and we're all
yes,
winning.
and everyone eats, and that's how it
Is that
should
not
be.
sales 101, right?
That's exactly how it is. I
Yeah,
mean, be an asshole when you buy so you can be nice when you sell.
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but eventually, like, you don't have to be an asshole anymore
No,
when
you
you
do.
buy it. Like you said, the people come flock to you because they know that, like, when they got bills to pay or whatever and they need to sell something, like, you're gonna, 1, be able to pay them right away, 2, they're not gonna have headaches, and 3, you're not gonna completely try to screw them over. You're gonna offer what's a fair rate that you can still allow, a fair
Yeah.
selling rate, but also.
Yep. Yeah, dude, and I don't mind getting shot down. Like, so I got a buddy, Randy Rips. He does his own podcast. He's a seller, and I mean, it started off with me hitting him up at like 80% and him telling me no forever. But it was always such a cordial, positive, interaction. And he would still send me shit before I ever actually got to buy anything. And then like finally we started, being able to make some deals and stuff. And like, dude, it's if if he tells if I go too low, he tells me no, it's no big deal. Then we just start talking about other stuff. We're starting to become friends off of that. And then because he's podcasting and stuff, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
I've got a
Most of
few
my
other
friends I
guys.
don't buy and sell with for the most part, to be
Well,
honest with you.
yeah, well, I wouldn't like so
We all do
I
it the
don't
same
reach
way.
out to the admins. I try not to buy off guys in the room because I'm going to sell in the room. I don't like
Understood.
that. So you know what I mean. I venture elsewhere. I throw buybacks on people's lines that aren't moving. That's how I do a lot of stuff in other rooms to take it to mine. That's just my thing. I
Mhm.
don't like to recycle cards a ton. I mean, people do and whatever. And sometimes I want to chase a card over and over, and I'm glad it's been there. But that's what I do. But we've like these guys that I buy from. We've because I don't know. I'm just lucky, man. Nice dudes. I just I gravitate to nice dudes. That's not going to get cut. Don't do it, dudes. You fuckers. I'll get you back. Um, you
Sorry,
know,
I recorded this just in case you cut it.
yeah,
I
right. Dude, I'm gonna get fried. I don't know. The positivity I think attracts,
it does.
and it's
And
it's
and
a
that's
blessing,
really
dude.
all I wanna surround myself with, and why the guys that are in my admin chat are in my admin chat
Yeah,
is because, like, if I'm gonna be stuck talking to these people all the time, like, they might as well be people I wanna talk to, right? Like, they might as well be friends and guys that are like-minded, that are good people and wanna do right.
dude, that's the quote of the night for sure, man. That is so true, so damn true. So, oh boy, man, we covered a bunch of stuff about this. So have you guys ran into any unquestionable or some questionable folks trying to join the room yet?
Yeah, there's been a few. There I'm gonna call this motherfucker out by name, I don't care.
Go for it.
Uh, he went by Zach Grunberg most recently. It was
Okay.
Zach something else beforehand. He ran a group and got caught running lines multiple times so that the right person would win or whatnot, and he snuck in, and I made a public spectacle out of it just because I'm that kind of asshole sometimes. I'm, a really nice guy who gets really petty sometimes, and he immediately joined, and I just, uh, posted right away, just like, "Hey, everyone, welcome our biggest scammer," or something like
Absolutely,
that.
dude.
He
Do
he
that
was going
shit.
real fast.
Good, good. Everybody needs to know. Dude, I hate those
I just wanted
motherfucking.
to make sure people knew not to buy off of him.
Yep, I don't care if it's $5, and even not a scammer, dude. Because I talk to a lot of the guys. I tell them all the time, if you've got a line up in the queue that's been a little while, an hour or two, text me or message. If you have my cell, text me, message me. If I am available, I'll check it out and make sure there's no reason why it's not pushed. Hit me up, dude. If you got, I comp with guys. I comp cards. I
Yup,
never thought I was good at it until
until you were the guy that they were coming to.
yeah, and I'm like, fuck, I am good at this, like because I do it so much.
Yup.
Um, so when people come to me and we've got slow payers, that gets on. I just did it to you, so my bad. But like habitually, but more than that, slow shippers, and there
Slow
are
slow shippers are a problem.
Yeah, man, and with communication, it's okay. I
Yes.
I
Well,
don't
that's the
I
biggest key.
don't love it, but
No, I said that's the biggest key right there, what you said, the communication. It
yeah, if you got a fucking snowstorm and you didn't make it on Saturday and you can't get out till Monday afternoon, Tuesday, that's fine. Somewhere in those days, you should have fucking let me know though.
exactly, and it's one of those,
It's
like, when you tell me if you tell me it's going out tomorrow, go out tomorrow. And if
Yep.
not, like, hit me up, "Sorry, man, life happened." Like,
Yeah.
I'll get over it,
Oh, for
but
sure.
I'm one who expects people to do what they say that they're going to do, and that's just how I've always been.
Yep, dude. I like the slow payers, man, or the slow shippers. I was just telling a couple people, but my buddy Nathan, he posted in the collective. He won it from me either Thursday night or Friday night. It was there Monday. Now he's not too far from me, so it worked out even with the snowstorm. But he made a post, and I told him I was like, dude, I got shipping anxiety, man. Like I just it.
Well,
I,
especially the more you run, the
fuck
more you
yeah,
gotta be on point with it. Like, I've run a lot of lines, as you've probably seen,
hmm
and I am convinced that if I don't pack it up immediately, like, I'm going to screw something up. I'm either
yeah,
gonna send it to the wrong person, or lose the card, forget that I had lined it, and just
yes.
line it again, or do something like I haven't had one of those situations yet, but I think it's because I'm anal.
Well, and it because that exactly I'm the same way, and then one time I forgot to ship, and then 2 days went by, and I know in football, guys, like, there's fuckers that take a week to ship, and I don't understand why, but it is what it is.
But in
So,
football,
2
it matters even more, and you need to be faster than with Pokemon.
no shit.
I mean, especially mid-season, like, I've been so frustrated. I'm not gonna name his name, but a guy that I had bought a beast Jaden Daniels off of preseason, and it wasn't there, like, almost a month later by the time the season was starting, and I was pissed.
Yeah,
Um,
yep,
Luckily, his son threw a hissy fit and didn't let him sell it anyway, so I got my money back, and then he got hurt
yeah.
right afterwards.
Well, so and that happened to me, and it wasn't nothing of the shipper, it just is my luck because, I bought some sick I'm a patch guy, like,
Okay.
so I don't PC a lot of stuff anymore. Most of the shit I is coming in and out. But I am an aficionado of some nasty unique patches. And
Okay.
I'm not a Jaden Daniels guy, but like I came across that in amongst other things, and it got to my house and I showed my son, he's like, we're not selling it, are we? And I'm like, everything's for sale, Ivan. We sell everything. And
Pretty
he's
much.
like, well, please don't. And then he got injured like the next day on Sunday, and I was like, "Oh, hey, buddy, we're not selling it, so you get to keep it." But that's how the shit go. It wasn't the guy I bought from. It wasn't on him. He shipped it good. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think when you have active admins and mods, and they're part when members feel like they're part of the team, uh, the
And
room
sometimes they
becomes
become part of the team. That happened to us
absolute.
literally, I think it was yesterday, it might have been today, where we brought somebody onto the team just because. I mean, he was basically in our chats all the time anyway. Kyle's a good dude, so we brought him on and we were just like, "You know what? Fuck it. Come on in, help us out. We need more people." Especially
Absolutely.
when all the admins are total degens, because you need somebody that can roll a game every once in a while.
No, it's true,
I
and I mean, it's just like, getting a job and working your way up, man. You're
Yep.
invested. You're invested in that company, if you will.
Mhm.
And that means like we were just looking for another. We ended up we narrowed it down. It was tough, man. All the admins. First, it started with the mods and admins with recommendations. Then it went to the admin chat and
Uh-huh.
our votes for who it was. And it's a really good friend of mine. I know him from my whatnot days, and I brought him over to Facebook. And I'm so proud of how he's fucking doing his thing on Facebook and how
That's
he's
awesome.
immersed. But I don't know, man, dude. I think from what I'm
It's great
seeing,
seeing your boys blow up. It's
oh my
awesome.
god. Yeah, dude, for sure. I don't know, man. From what I've seen, I think your rooms it don't change, man. You guys, it even for me not knowing the culture, what I do understand is collectible culture on Facebook, and man, everything looks pretty fucking good over there, dude. It looks like you guys. I mean, names I recognize off the rip. I mean, I
Yep.
would venture to bet on you guys as the next legit fucking Pokemon room. That's just
I sure
I
hope
bet
so,
on you.
man. We're we're focused on doing just trying to do it the right way. If it happens quickly, awesome. If it happens slowly, I don't care. The one thing that I told all of the team is like the moment it's not fun, I'm out. Like we're here to have fun. Like if people are assholes, they're gone. Like we're not putting up with bullshit. I mean, we have fun and we fuck with each other constantly, but at a fun level, you know. Like if people are pricks, they're gone. Um, like because we're going to continue to make this fun. Like the whole point is for us to be having a good time hanging out together, and it's going to continue that way. And I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means we'll grow fast or slow, but I think it means that we'll be around for a long time. I hope.
That's the goal regardless, right?
Yep.
For sure. So, I got a little segment I've been doing with everybody. It's my version of true or false. It's called Flash or Fact. My buddies at Enigma Trading Company put me onto it, just like they put me on in this game. If you're a repacker, you want to buy your supplies from these guys. They got the best deal on boxes, shit like that. If you don't want to repack your own sports cards, buy them from them. Shout out to Enigma, they are the shit. But Flash or Fact, I'll hit you with a question, and if it's fact, you say fact. If it's fake, bullshit, false, you say flash.
I can do that.
All right, so I wanted to put it kind of like more themed on the room building because I just like I said, I'm super impressed on what you guys have done in such a short amount of time. So, flash or fact, fast growth always leads to long-term success.
Oh, it's Flash. People.
Fair.
I feel like most rooms when they first start are super active.
Mhm.
That's what everyone told me. That was what I saw. Um, and I'm still holding out hope that we just continue to thrive and we're still not in that new member phase right now. And I don't think we are anymore. Like I think we've gotten out of that,
I
but
think
I've
so.
seen that happen enough times. And I've been there watching rooms start from the beginning where I was super active and then they fizzled out.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think you guys are well past the newlywed age, but
I
that's
think
just what I think. All right, flash or fact, big spenders are the backbone of every room.
whew, that one is kind of right in the middle. Okay. And I hate to waffle on it. And notice the word that I use there.
I like that.
Uh,
That's good.
we big spenders are awesome. They're wonderful. They make games close quickly. They come and go is also what I have found. Big spenders typically end up in a room for 6 months, a year, whatever it is, and then they go find another room because there's some other shiny new thing over there. So they're huge in helping close games and stuff like that. But I think it's those everyday members that'll buy one spot that communicate and keep the room fun that really matter the most.
Hell yeah. All right, flash or fact, structure for a room is more important than the the hype, the people in it. What I mean, I mean like you got a big name admin.
I would say that the big name admin matters more. I don't remember if that was flash or fact on that one. And I say that because of how fast we grew. It it wasn't because of the structure. Now maybe we got lucky, but that's been my experience.
That's fair. No, 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 for sure.
I
That's
genuinely think I think the guys that came with me they're like they're the guys that you go play in all their games. Like
hell
there's
yeah.
a reason I wanted them with me.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
They're the best.
Uh flash or fact, community matters more than card value.
100% fact.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't feel more strongly on that one.
All right. Last one. Flash or fact. Most problems in rooms come from the people, not the system, the room admins, their structure.
I would say fact, and the reason being, I think the ones with a crap structure don't last long enough for it to matter. Um, but the people are both what make it and what'll break it, which is why I'm adamant that like if you're not a good person, you're not in our room.
Yeah. Fair,
And
man.
I've said it time and time again, like, "We don't need your money." Like, we're doing this for fun. This ain't our livelihood here, so
Dude,
if
that's an awesome outlook, man. I've just watched, especially lately. I've watched guys, man. They're on the ledge, dude, and it's like they are not having fun. And close guys, friends of mine, real
uh-huh.
close with, and it's. I made a reference to it again on one of the reels about it feeling like it's on a hamster wheel. We're buying to sell, to support, to buy, to sell. It's like, what's the
Uh-huh.
fucking point? What's the point? So, like, the fun, God, man, we gotta, this should not be a job unless it's your job. This shit ain't my job. I'm a fireman, dude. I got the best job in the world.
Oh,
Nobody
your
has a
job's
better
way
job
more
than me.
entertaining than mine, that's for sure.
It can be. I can't read or count though, so like you
Neither
got
can
that
I.
going. But you know what I mean? Like, but we both have jobs.
Yeah,
This ain't our job unless it's your job. If it's your job, then it's your job. But it ain't my
exactly. No,
job.
I don't own a card store. Like I said at the very beginning, I got in this to have fun with my son. Like, we go
Hell yeah.
like, my favorite thing is going and setting up in a card show and just watching my son wheel and deal. Like, nothing. I'm just gonna share this story right here just because it's my favorite story ever. We're at a table, and it was the first time my son, like, really had built up a little bit of a bankroll, for buying and selling. He had, maybe $300 on him, and this guy walks over with his kid. My son was 8 at the time, his son was 7, and he walks up and he shows me, God, I can't even remember what card it was. I wanna say, nope, never mind. It was the Latios, SIR from, Surging Sparks. And he walks over and he shows me this card and he's like, "We're looking at possibly selling this." And I look at it and, I'm like, "All right, here's kind of what I think it's worth. Here's what I'd be willing to offer." And then he looks at his son and says, like, "What are you thinking?" I didn't realize I was dealing with the kid at this point.
Mm,
Uh, and I say that because I offer better percentages for kids. Just in every single time, you're just automatically like 5 points higher because I like kids. Um, and I make my offer, and he looks at the kid, and the kid's like, "Yeah, I can do that." And my son just looks up, and he's like, "Dad, can I buy it instead?" And the guy looks at me, and he's like, "Is he serious?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's very, very
that's
serious."
awesome.
And then in that moment, my 8-year-old handed 200 and some dollars to a 7-year-old. And it was quite possibly the coolest thing I've ever seen. And the whole, like, when we set up at a show, it's literally a row of me and my crew. If you go look at like all the admins of CBA, like, we're there in one straight line, and
That's cool.
everyone just went bonkers. It was so cool to see.
Yeah, dude, that is. I mean, let that sink in for a minute. An 8-year-old and a 7-year-old doing a deal for a couple $100 or more.
I didn't have that kind of money till I was in my 20s
No
at least.
shit. I don't have that kind of money right now, dude. That's so awesome.
But
No,
it was
seriously, that's
that's cool.
awesome.
And then my other favorite thing is when we go. So I'm a numbers guy, as you know, and my son is ridiculously smart. And at 9, at this point, he can do percentages in his head pretty well. So, like, we
Jeez.
go up to a table and he'll be like negotiating on a 200 and some dollar card with a vendor, and he'll be like, a $200 card. He'll be like, "Can you do 160 since that's 80%?" And you see the vendor pull out his calculator to figure out, is this kid right? And he's like, "No," and he's like, "No, I can't do that." And then Max will just be like, "All right, well, how about 170? That's 85." And the guy just looks at me. He's like, "Is he serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's smart."
That's awesome, man. And think about like, so not
Super
to
cool dad
deviate.
moments.
Dude, 100% because, like, my son he's never said it to me, but, like, my daughter said it when she was young. I think my son learned it a little bit from this, but, like, "Well, why do I need to take math? What importance is this?" Like, dude, it's a
No,
perfect so you will not have that question proposed to you going forward, he
no, keep
already
in mind,
knows the
his
importance.
grandfather's a math teacher also, so, like,
Oh, well,
he's
that
not
shit.
allowed to ask that question ever.
For sure. But if there were more kids, like, so my son spends his summers. My father-in-law owns a tree company. My wife runs the office part of it. He'll be 11 in February. His whole life, every summer, he's there. He's a shop rat. He gets
No,
paid $20 a week to sweep and do bullshit. He's got most of his money still. You know what I mean? Like,
incredible.
yeah, the kid, he's bought a four-wheeler. he's still got a shitload because he's been saving the whole time. You know what
Uh-huh.
I mean? Like, so like for kids to be able to, yes, I try to keep the degen, the gambling, the
Yeah, I won't let
sports
him partake
cards.
in that part of it.
Yeah, but you know though, but what are they getting? You know, they understand commerce transactions, speaking
Yeah.
to people. That shit's
That
important,
right
man.
there is the most important thing that has come of this is and I mean, he always was one that was not shy, but, like, there are all these kids that they walk up to the table and they can't look up at you. Their head is
Yeah,
in their phone, and not because they're comping, it's because they literally can't look a person in the eye and have a real conversation,
yeah.
and tell you what, my kid ain't gonna be that guy, that's for damn sure.
That's beautiful, man. That's the best, dude. That is awesome, dude. Good for you, man. Good for you in your room and your team and the hobby, man. That's fucking cool. And I'm glad I don't know exactly how we cross paths. I don't
I don't
know,
know,
but
I've
like
seen your name around a lot, though.
yeah, and I mean the same with yours, you know, it just happens and then I know we've talked before and
Mhm.
then when you hopped on about the room or the interview, I was like, yes, this timing couldn't have been better. Like, so tomorrow I'm going to find out if I'm having surgery on my rotator. We'll see. I
Okay.
keep forgetting about it and reaching, and I remember like fuck every time.
Yep.
But
Here it hurts.
yeah, it sucks. But I might be down for a while, so I might be playing a lot of lines, dude. We'll see.
If you're
Who
anything
knows,
like
man?
me, I had back surgery back in August, and for the month leading up to it, I literally didn't play in much at all, and I just sold everything because I knew I was just gonna have nothing better to do for a month than degen.
Dude, yeah, I'm nervous, man. I got a Stafford downtown I've been holding, and I think it's about time to run that bad boy.
There you
Uh,
go. For me, it
um,
was I had an Evolving Skies booster box that I mean, I kinda miss it, but it funded a lot of fun, so
you know what? Before we go, so I do have a question about that. Like,
yeah.
so the am I from your perspective? I guess this could vary on people, but like I see these ETBs,
Mhm.
and I see those. It looks to me like I see more sealed of that sealed wax intact of those in general.
Yeah,
When I see
probably.
like
Those in booster boxes for the most part.
well, when I see booster boxes though, I see people ripping those, and when I see ETBs, I see people not ripping those more. What's the is that is it the artwork outside? What's the background behind that?
Well, there's a couple different things. For the most part, booster boxes don't come with any kind of promos. It's straight packs, 36 of them. All right. With the ETBs, you get some extra goodies with it, including a promo for every ETB. Now, there are two different versions of every ETB. Okay. There's the regular one that you can go buy at Walmart or Target or whatever, GameStop. Then there's the Pokemon Center version, which you can only buy from the Pokemon Center website. Okay, so they both come with what looks like the exact same promo, except the Pokemon Center one has a little stamp on it that says Pokemon Center. And that stamp means everything, believe it or not. It will literally like double, triple the value of your box. Um,
Mm,
so I think part of it is the artwork, part of it is the sealed promos that people like.
okay.
Like it's weird because the all right, for example, here, let me pull this out. So we got like box 151. I'm sure you've seen this one before.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
box. I just looked today. It was up. It was still in like 4 1/4 or something like that. Okay, it's got 9 packs in it, and then it's also got some like some sleeves for your cards. It's got some dice in it. It's got the Snorlax promo that everyone loves. You can go buy a booster bundle of 151, which is 6 packs, nothing else, and it does like 120 bucks. So it's not the packs in it that are holding the value. It's the
It's the
entire component.
okay.
In
That's kind of
everything.
what I thought.
Yep.
Hell yeah. So I'm a fan of that shit. I'm a fan of sealed wax,
Uh-huh.
and having it displayed. Like that's fucking cool to me. So now it just kind of helps me like gauge like what I want to try to go after. Now, so with this Pokemon Center stuff, is that about impossible to get your hands on?
All right. So here's how it happens: is whenever there's a new set coming out, Pokemon Center will just randomly have a drop where you can pre-order. All right, they don't announce it. You have no clue when it's coming unless you are in tune with like what the hell with Discord. You're probably not going to find out about it in time. And then when you do find out about it, you go to the Pokemon Center website and you wait for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and hope to get in to be able to buy them. And then once they're sold out, they're pretty much done.
Yeah, I that happened to me recently off of Discord, and I got nothing still.
Yep, I was gonna say I've been very fortunate that I don't mess with Discord, and I probably should, but I've got some really good friends that take good care of me and let me know as soon as they find out. And
That's
I've
cool.
been very, very lucky on the last few drops.
Damn.
But like because of the fact that they only sell them that one time and only at Pokemon Center, they're really hard to get a hold of and they hold some significant value.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, that scarcity, man.
and
That's
and that
awesome.
is actually what I PC from a sealed perspective.
Yeah,
Uh,
dude, that's
I
the
don't know
way.
why,
So
I want them all. I don't have them all yet. I got some cool ones. Um, that one that I just showed you was not Pokemon Center. It'll go whenever I can upgrade it.
right on. Oh, that's fair, dude. That's cool, man. That's something I've been wondering a bit. That makes sense too. And so my, my buddy is into it. He's been into it for a long while, and he's like, dude, if you're ripping, dude, don't even bother with an ETB. Go for the boosters, man. You fucking that's
100%.
where the
You're
packs
only
are.
paying
Yeah.
for tax spend.
Yep.
And
That
if
makes
you're lucky
sense.
enough to get them, like when they do the drops, typically on a normal set, they'll drop at the same time booster bundles, booster box, and the Pokemon Center ETBs. And you can typically get one booster box and two of each of the others. Um,
Shit.
so when you do that, it's like the booster box does, I want to say like 160 or 170, something like that when you're buying it there. And then like, so when they all come out, like you can probably sell that for say 250. Or you could sell your Pokemon Center ETB that you paid $60 for 200. So like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
sell that and you rip the booster box. It's pretty much every time we do it. Whenever I'm lucky enough to get all of it, I sell one Pokemon Center ETB and then I hold one and then we rip the rest, me and my son, and we split
Hell
everything.
yeah.
We each choose our packs and whatever you get, you get.
Pack
And
wars.
there have been times where he's been very unhappy and then times where he laughs at me for the next week.
Hell
Uh,
yeah,
but that's
dude.
how we do it. And like these things, the ETBs, they just hold so much value. You're crazy to open them. I actually got a good friend of mine that won one of the 150 ones yesterday, and I messaged him immediately, and I was like, "Dude, you are not allowed to rip this because I know he rips everything." And he's like, "Dude, you can't tell me that." And I was like, "Well, then you need to trade it, or like I can get you packs to rip, like the same number
Right.
of packs that are in that box, but do not open that box."
Right, dude. Oh, that's crazy. I need to get more involved, dude. I need to. I know it's gonna happen. It's just more degen stuff. Do you guys do much One Piece in your room or not at all?
There hasn't been much. There's been a few, so we do like whatever weekends. So like over the weekend, you can line whatever is relatively in line. I mean, we're not throwing up refrigerators or anything like that that I've seen before. Um, but we've had a few One Piece lines, go up and fill, but it hasn't been much. I know my buddy Scott would love to see more of it. So if you've got any One Piece, please line that for us.
Shit, I got One Piece and I'm not lining it at all.
I don't blame you, man. That
No,
stuff's skyrocketing.
it is. I don't know what's gonna
Holy
happen,
shit.
but I know I like the cartoon. I like the Netflix version. I fucking love the artwork. It is insane to me. I made a version of one of my Mr. Wonderful into a One Piece card, and it's fucking sick. But
I had
anyways,
one
man,
really cool One Piece card that I got, but then I flipped it to my buddy Scott. I literally just for whatever I paid for it because he loved it. And,
yeah,
like that's what it's for. Like that's what we're all in this for. So like with my
yep,
friends and all, like there are times like we don't buy and sell to each other, but if any of us has something or can buy something that we know the other is going to want, like we'll pick
yes,
up for each other for sure.
all day, dude. And when I win lines that are like, I got too many friends that are trash Dallas Cowboys fans
Oh,
or
you need
fucking
better friends.
Chicago Bears bullshit. I'll win a line and I'm like, send it to this dude, send it, and then that's what we do. And there is nothing better than a fucking package showing up
That
and
you
your
didn't know was
PCs.
coming.
Yeah, dude, from your buddy, dude. I'm like, dude, this is sweet. I will not do that with One Piece though. That shit, it's gold, man. It's gold for now.
It
I don't know how
really
long
is.
that'll last.
My assumption is that it's kind of like where the Pokey Peak was.
Yeah.
a while back, because it went bonkers last summer, like last summer into the fall, and
Mhm.
it's just working under the assumption that One Piece is kind of in the same cycle, but the hell do I know? I don't know anything about One Piece, so
Yeah,
it
it's
could be completely different.
could be. I don't know, man. I don't know, but
All
listen,
I know is
dude.
don't get stuck holding too much like I did. I
Well,
had
yeah,
I was
that
holding way too much.
that's fair, and that's always a risk. But fuck it, man. I'm willing to take that risk right now. We'll
And you
see.
know what?
I don't know.
If you like this stuff, then it really doesn't fucking matter.
And that's what it is, man. Bingo. And, I'm not spending bank account money on it, so it's fine.
Exactly. Like, I've got my PC wall, and every card in there, I couldn't tell you what it's worth anymore. I don't have
That's
a
the shit.
fucking clue, and I genuinely don't give a shit.
Yep, that's fucking awesome, dude. That is sweet.
It's funny 'cause it can range from 10 to 1,500, and you wouldn't know. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care
or
if it's a card. What do you PC? What's your favorite thing to PC? Out of curiosity.
IPC. So IPC San Diego Chargers, LaDainian Tomlinson, Junior Seau,
Okay.
Darren Sproles, shit like that. Not LA, but just San Diego. And I have tons of Gates, especially because he went to Kent State here. I'm from San Diego originally, so that's shit
Okay.
IPC. Most of it is extremely affordable. It's the
Yep, as
best.
is most of mine. I think I have one that isn't.
What do you who'd you say yours was Frank Thomas and
Well, so that was, like, my one card from when I was a kid. My
okay.
main PCs are Lamar Jackson,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
and then it started off as any Pokemon card that made me smile or laugh. Like, as silly as that is, like, there are cards out there that just I think are funny, and
Yeah,
those are my favorites. Um,
I dig it.
like, but I'll tell you my 2 favorite cards in my case right now are probably my Downtown Santa.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what the card I've been chasing forever. I just can't get it, man.
Literally my favorite card, and I'm Jewish. It makes no fucking sense.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I
That's
love the window.
perfect.
That, and then I have a numbered to 3 Al Bundy auto.
No shit.
Yup.
Dude, Polk High School, 4 touchdowns, dude. I love
Hold on.
that guy.
Right. Hold on one second. Just because
Oh,
and
I
he's in a
know.
Colts jersey. I'm pulling it out real fast for you. About to see a bunch of cards fall down though, it looks like. Caught him. There we go. And I just dropped Al Bundy.
Oh no. He's resilient.
He's well protected.
Oh shit.
And then on the
That
back.
is awesome.
Now I can't you can't see it, but it's out of 3. They
Okay.
actually the year before this was his rookie year, if you will, which I don't even understand how the fuck that is a thing.
Right.
But so that one like holds way more value, but this one was way cooler, I thought. And it was
Dude,
one that I could actually afford. So
I loved that show. God.
and my boss is a big Married with Children fan, and he once said to me, the world would be a better place if we still watched shows like that.
He's right.
And I actually agree. Like, as
Yeah,
crude and awful as that show was from, whatever perspective you wanna take, like, we were a better society when we could all just laugh and have fun together and
dude.
not judge it for what it was. Like,
I couldn't agree more. That is, dude. Next time you see him, man, tell him I agree. Also, that is beautiful.
yep. Oh,
Hell yeah,
he was jealous when I showed him this card.
yeah, dude. That's sweet. I'm a big pop culture guy. One of the larger autograph dealers in the country is from this area, and he has 2 stores, like within 15 miles of each other and me. And though he has one in a mall, and like you've seen him in
Uh-huh.
malls before, not a big deal. So, but like the back half is pop culture shit, and dude, I get sucked in every time. Like my daughter's like, "I got the mall," and I don't, okay, we can go, and it's a problem, man, because like I'm a big boxing guy, so like you know,
Well, here, look right behind me.
yeah, I was looking, I couldn't make it out, but I can't see shit.
Oh, Tyson Auto.
Oh, is it? Well, my
Here's
my picture's in the way. Hold on, let me move. Oh shit, there we go. I
there you
got
go.
my myself like covering part of it, so I couldn't see it.
Gotcha.
That's sick. That's auto,
Yeah.
dude. I've read so many books about him. I've read books. written by people that knew him about him. That I read a book about a guy who went to jail with him. I love Tyson, dude.
He's just one of the most fascinating
Yes,
people in our country's history.
that's the perfect word. Fascinating because he is
I mean,
different.
he's no Rodman, but he's not far.
Yeah, interesting. That'd
Oh,
be
I
a
dare
good.
you to find somebody more interesting than Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing, but I could see an argument made. Well, no, no, you're right. I'm with you on
Yeah,
it. I'm
I
with you.
was gonna say,
When I
don't make
think
me
about
pull
it,
up the
because
stats on time or on Rodman.
yeah, dude, Dennis Rodman was the worm was fucking wild,
I mean,
man.
like he was married to Carmen Electra. He was the
Yeah,
like the rebounding god.
wore a dress.
He wore a dress. He's best friends with Kim Jong Un. Like
I
what the
know, dude. Yeah,
fuck?
what the fuck? Oh shit, dude. I forgot.
Like I
Good
said, like
point.
I don't think you're gonna. Didn't he do some like WWE stuff too? Like
Yeah, he
he's
did.
done it all.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Damn, I never thought about that. So I ask people all the time, and I didn't even think to write it into this one. Is like who if you could rip Pokemon or football or whatever with anybody, who would it be? And now that you've said that, like I'm like, holy shit, dude, could you imagine ripping with Dennis Rodman? Like that'd be wild. I don't know if
That
he's
would be
into
no,
cards and
but he'd
stuff,
have
but
some stories for you. Good God,
100%. Like, dude,
assuming he can
imagine ripping
remember
some.
them.
Right. Imagine opening basketball with. Yeah, if he could remember him, no shit. Imagine opening like a some vintage basketball with him, some
Oh,
junk
that'd be
wax
fucking
bullshit,
cool.
and dude, that'd be awesome. But listen, dude, we ran well over the hour that I wrote for, which is good. I think this is gonna be cool. I appreciate you sitting down with me and let me kind of see how you did it, and I'll make
Anytime.
sure that there's a link for you guys into Pokemon or wanting to learn about it. This is a good group with like some truly good guys that you don't have to worry about getting scammed and shit for in there. So make sure you check out the PokéDojo. Jared's an awesome dude. He's super. What's the word? Responsive. When like dude, every time I've messaged him, it's like
Probably too
right back.
responsive.
So what's that?
Said I'm probably too responsive if you ask my wife, but
Yeah, I hear
you're the
you.
same
I
way,
hear you.
so you get
I
it.
tried. Yeah, that's it, man. I get it,
I
but
think that's the hardest
dude,
part of what we do is trying to balance it.
it, it's impossible. Like
Mhm.
it is, man. But dude, thanks so much for doing this. This will be
Oh, yeah.
cool.
This is fun.
I'll let you know when I get it done. We'll get it out, and we'll see where it goes, man. You guys are killing it, dude. Just
Oh,
seriously, like it's
I
it's
appreciate you, man.
it's pretty awesome. So again, thank you, man. We'll see. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right, later, man.